This preacher curl attachment is really nice. I'm going to give you some basic tips on how to set it up, but then you're going to have to experiment with it yourself based upon your trunk length, your arm length, your range of motion, a lot of different things. But here are the key factors. First of all, in the bench itself, it has several, it telescopes, so it has several positions that you can adjust it to. And here's what I would do, is just sit up nice and straight up close to it like this, and then take a look at your arm when you rest them on there. You see how, here's the plane of the pad, and Amy's arm's kind of angled there a little bit. So I'm gonna probably adjust the bench so that it brings her up to where her arm and the pad are parallel to each other. So Amy, if you'll pull that pin down there, we're going to come up just a little bit. And it clicks into place. You can hear it and you can feel it. And then reach up there. So there she is. If she wanted to take advantage of this thing, now she could probably do it with one notch lower. But let's start right there. Like I said, you can always adjust it after one rep. Oh, I don't like it. I want to try it differently. You can do that. So next thing is, after you've attached the curl bar down here on the leg extension unit, you're going to need to adjust the starting position. So this was already in the very lowest setting, and if I bring it forward 2 notches, she can almost grab that, not quite. I'm going to bring it forward 1 more notch. There we go. So I have this set of D-rings. I have the arm curl attached to the longest D-ring, and that's also going to be influenced by the fact that the bar that it's attached to, that has these pads on it, it's in the closest hole, the closest setting here. You can see that would affect her overall starting position as well. So there's 3 things that can affect whether or not you can grab the bar and grab it comfortably. And that is the D-ring, which hole the bar is through, and then your choice of positions for the angle of this input arm right here. Now, she's going to grab, allowing for her carrying angle, because we're grabbing in supination, palms up. So she can't grab it shoulder width. You hear that all the time, grab it at shoulder width for curls. That's really inappropriate. And sometimes when you grab a straight bar at shoulder width, you end up with this sensation of almost like a shin splint that you would feel down in your shin when you run or something. It's almost that sensation that you have. Have you ever had that before when you do curls? And that's for really not allowing for this carrying angle. So you're going to be a little bit wider than shoulder width, which is what she is here. And now, hopefully you've set up this whole apparatus back to the resistance, just like we showed you in the attachment of the preacher curl, the set of the preacher curl initially. So go ahead and curl through the motion there. Now, one of the things you're going to find is that based on how you set up this initial adjustment, it'll also affect the range of the entire unit. For example, if I had positioned this hook in one of these other D-rings, this unit would be up here closer and would alter the resistance and maybe not even go as far as she wanted to. So you've got to look at both the starting position and the ending position to see if you have it adjusted just right for you. And it may take a couple trial and errors, but you're going to find the perfect one. This works great for Amy right here. But it's all these different components that make it all work well together. Now, as far as the actual performance of the exercise, watch what she's doing. Do you see how her elbow is not digging into the pad? Some people dig their elbow in and their shoulder pops up and they end up just rocking around like this, almost doing more shoulder blade stuff than actual elbow flexors. So she's doing a good job of holding still and keeping the tricep more than the elbow pressed into the pad and performing the entire motion with the elbow flexors.